You wake up, it's a Tuesday. You check your phone, and every news app, every social media platform, every breaking alert is saying the same thing. Something is wrong. Very, very wrong. People are biting each other. Not metaphorically, actually biting each other. This is imagine if a zombie apocalypse actually happened. Now get this. Every good zombie apocalypse needs a patient zero. One person, one bite, one moment where everything changes. Scientists aren't sure if it's a virus, a fungus, a lab experiment gone catastrophically wrong, or just Tuesday in Florida. Whatever the cause, it spreads fast. 1 becomes 2, 2 becomes 20, 20 becomes a city. The scary part isn't the zombies themselves, it's how quickly normal people stop acting normal. Within 24 hours of the first confirmed case, supermarkets are empty, petrol stations have queues around the block, and your neighbor Dave is building a barricade out of garden furniture. Dave was always a bit odd. Here's the thing. The first 48 hours would be absolute chaos. Governments would initially deny everything. Press conferences would be held. Experts would use the word manageable approximately 400 times. Meanwhile, the internet would be simultaneously the most useful and most useless thing in human history. Half of Twitter would be posting survival tips. The other half would be posting memes. Facebook would be full of people saying it's fake. And somewhere, guaranteed, someone would be doing a live stream of zombies outside their window and getting 1 million views. The military gets called in, borders close, and the news anchor, bless them, would try to keep it together while clearly being absolutely terrified behind the desk. And don't forget, zombies are not cute. We need to talk about what an actual zombie apocalypse would look like up close, and it is not pretty. The infected move unpredictably. They don't feel pain. They don't get tired. They don't stop for lunch. A single zombie is manageable. A horde of 500 heading down your high street is not. The bite is the real danger, not just because it turns you, but because in the chaos of an apocalypse, hospitals are gone, antibiotics are gone, and even a small wound can become fatal fast. The gruesome reality is that more people would die from infection, starvation, and other humans than from the zombies themselves. People are arguably scarier than the undead. Worth knowing, humans under extreme stress are fascinating. Some people become absolute heroes. Doctors who stay behind, teachers who organize their communities, random people who turn out to be surprisingly good at this whole survival thing. And then there are the others, the ones who immediately declare themselves in charge, the ones who hoard everything, the ones who spend the first week arguing about whose fault it is. Studies of real disasters, hurricanes, earthquakes, pandemics show that most people actually cooperate well under pressure. Communities form, resources get shared. The human instinct to help each other is stronger than most people think. But throw zombies into the mix and add a few months of no food, no power, and no Netflix, and even the nicest people start making questionable decisions. One to watch. The people who survive longest in any apocalypse scenario are not the ones with the biggest weapons. They're the ones with the most useful skills. Farmers, doctors, engineers, people who know how to filter water, grow food, and fix things. Your ability to quote every zombie film ever made counts for absolutely nothing. Interestingly, rural areas would fare significantly better than cities. Less population density means slower spread. More land means more food. And your local farmer with a tractor and 10 acres of potatoes becomes the most important person in a 10-mile radius overnight. Cities, on the other hand, dense, vertical, dependent on complex supply chains, would fall fast and fall hard. Here's what makes it truly terrifying. It's not the zombies that end civilization. It's what happens after. Power stations need engineers to run them. Without power, water treatment fails. Without clean water, disease spreads faster than any zombie bite. Food supply chains collapse within weeks. Within a month, the majority of modern infrastructure, heating, medicine, communication, is gone. What's left are small pockets of survivors trying to rebuild something from scratch. History tells us these communities would organize quickly. Humans have been doing it for thousands of years. But the transition period, those first brutal 6 months, would be the most dangerous time in human history. Now get this. There are actually 3 realistic ways a zombie apocalypse ends. Option 1. The zombies decompose. Depending on the biology, the undead simply rot away within months, leaving a decimated but recovering human population. Option 2. A cure is found. Some brilliant scientist in a bunker somewhere cracks the virus, a vaccine is developed, and humanity claws its way back. Option 3, and this is the dark one, the zombies win. Not forever, but long enough that human civilization as we know it is gone, and whatever emerges on the other side looks completely different. Most scientists who actually study pandemic scenarios, yes, they exist, suggest option 1 is most likely. The biology of decay is not on the zombie side. And here's the thing, could you survive? Honestly, it depends less on fitness or weapons and more on where you are and who you're with. Being part of a group is everything. Solo survivors make great movie protagonists, but terrible real-life decisions. You need a doctor, someone who can grow food, someone who can fix things, and ideally, someone who stays calm when everything is falling apart. Your survival checklist: get out of the city fast, find a water source, find people you trust, and for the love of everything, do not be the person who gets bitten in the first 10 minutes because they went back for their phone charger. So there you have it, the zombie apocalypse. Funny until it isn't, manageable until it very much isn't. And a reminder that the real monster, as always, was the humans we met along the way. The good news? Statistically speaking, the zombies rot before they win. The bad news? Getting there is going to be absolutely horrible. Stay smart, stay together, and maybe, just maybe, learn how to grow a potato. Which type of survivor would you be? Drop it in the comments. I read every single one. Hit like, subscribe to stick it out, and turn on notifications for more Imagine If videos. Thanks for watching, and check on your neighbors, just in case.